Shift, MKE, news you can use, real talk, real topics, 102.5 FM The Post, 102.5 MKE.com radio you can watch. Let's go!
I say, where's my bitch, nigga, where my hoe? I sent that bitch to the corner store. I asked for some dimes and I got some yank. Oh, she break me off when she get back. I say, there go my hoe, yeah, there go my hoe. She made her way back from the corner store. She rolled my backwards, so she sucked my Peter. I bust in her eye like a 9mm. Uptown, sucking beaters. Downtown, sucking beaters. West Bank, sucking beaters. The whole New Orleans beat sucking beaters. I gotta hold that mouth of beast. She used to be next door, but she moved to the east. Ever since she left, my Peter been dry. So I made this song to tell y'all why. I say, where is my bitch, nigga, where my hoe? I said, that bitch to the corner store. I bought me a diamond, I got some yanks. I hope she bring it on when she get back. I say, there go my hoe, nigga, there go my hoe. There go my hoe, nigga, there go my hoe. There go my.
Never transfer assets into your kid's name. Here's why. Let's say you bought a house for $300,000 and it appreciates to $500,000. If you put that house in that kid's name, they now become responsible for the tax on $200,000 of appreciation. Instead, put the house in a living trust so that when you pass away, they inherit the property with no probate and they receive a step up in cost basis, which allows them to receive the home tax-free.
All right. Welcome to the morning shift, MKE. You're tuned in with just me. You know how it go. Shout out to everybody that's supposed to be here. You know who I'm talking to. Welcome, y'all. I know y'all. You know what, man? I'm going to tell you, I could not wait to get on today because I'm banned on Facebook right now. If you follow me on Facebook, you know that. You know what I mean? Because you know I'd have been going to hell in about this baby, the baby situation, the one where did y'all see the one where the lady was looking for her son? I came prepared today. I got so much shit for you. What's up, John? But I got something. You know what? We gonna go right into it. Where my headphones? Y'all got to see this shit. If you ain't seen it, I'm finna put you on right now to some shit. You know what I'm talking about? Check this shit out, man. I couldn't believe this shit when I seen it, and we go talk a bit on it and see how y'all feel about this shit.
Morning, my TikTok family and friends. I am in need of help this morning. This guy right here, Jaquel Clemens, age 14, decided to run away because he doesn't want to follow his mommy and daddy rules. So he took it upon his. Morning, my TikTok family and friends. I am in need of help this morning. This guy right here, Jaquel Clemens, age 14, decided to run away because he doesn't want to follow his mommy and daddy rules. So he took it upon himself to run away from home last night. He's been gone since 7:30 last night. He was last wearing a dingy ass blue, white, and yellow Tommy Hilfiger coat, some skinny ass girl jeans. That's what I call them, you know, skin tight ass girl jeans. And 9 times out of 10, he got them dusty ass white dookies on. If you see that, please hit my inbox if you are in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area. And if you know me, and I mean like know me, when you catch him, do as you please with him and then bring him to me. I'm talking to all my fellow guys, my hood people. My hood people. You catch him, you know what to do to him, and then bring him to me. Thank you.
What in the fuck was that? Can I get somebody to explain that shit to me? What just happened? Now, if you got a mama like that at home that talk to you and carry on like that, and then you asking people, you know, I heard, now what I want to address is some of the comments. I couldn't comment on Facebook. She called, now that wasn't a call for, man, she could have did a whole lot better than that, sir. And people acting like, I heard somebody say it take a village. See, they only say that shit, you know, when it's some bullshit. We don't kick it like that. We not together like that. And then you invite somebody to hit your child, which some motherfucker would hit my child. Man, these motherfuckers, you just saw the reason why these young men are turning out the way they fucking turning out, whether you want to admit it or not. You think she calling out for help. First, she shouldn't even need that shit. If she wasn't too busy doing what she was doing, she could have been raising that boy up to follow instruction. He's 16. I never had to deal with that shit. Her delivery ghetto as fuck, but I understand. Nah, I still don't get it. I still don't get it. But see, I'd expect probably a woman to get that because y'all can't control these boys. You know what I'm saying? Now, we ain't speaking French. I don't need no help with my kids. I don't need to get on the internet and ask somebody, can they find my child for me? I ain't gotta do that shit. Them is excuses. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop making excuses. That's what I say. We only a community. You know what I'm saying? What was I doing at 16? My mama didn't have to look for me. I was doing everything at 16. I was selling crack cocaine, weed. I was toting pistols. I was doing drive-bys. I was gangbanging. I was doing all that shit. But if my mama said be in the house at 10 o'clock, I was in the house at 10 motherfucking o'clock. I didn't run over my mama. My mama wasn't having it. See, that's the problem right there is I dealt with strong women, so I don't understand this weak-ass shit. That's the difference right there. My mama wasn't having it. No matter what the fuck I was doing. I was on the honor roll and everything because my mama wasn't having it. But I was a beast in the fucking streets. I got shot at 16. I got shot and I almost got way to adult court. But I did all of that within curfew. Fuck you mean? Shit. Now let's go on, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no mama like my mama. Shit. Straight up. Now let's go on. There's another video. Because everybody making excuses. That's all that shit is, excuses. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Check this out.
Jaquel, do I beat you?
No.
Ain't it things that I should have beat your ass for?
Yes.
Like what? Give them one reason why I should have beat the fuck out of you and I chose not to.
Stealing your weed. Smoking weed in your house after you told me not to.
Stealing her weed. Why is y'all defending this motherfucker? Why are y'all defending her? That's the problem. That's the problem. You defending that bullshit. That is bullshit. You're not helping her. The fuck out of here. Y'all run that bullshit on somebody else. Let's continue.
And what else?
Going out at 3 in the morning.
Do y'all think I'm doing him so wrong? Do I beat your ass though? Like,
no.
Exactly. These are things he should have got his ass beat for. So now someone has a letter out there for me claiming that I performed child abuse, that I beat.
She sounded like she talking about one of her slaves, like the master used to talk about one of his slaves. I should have beat your ass. I should have beat your ass. That ain't parenting. Beating your kid's ass is not parenting. Sorry to tell you black folks, it's slave shit.
Beat your ass, that I beat your ass. He light-skinned motherfucker, I don't leave no marks on him. Oh, me putting up him holding his book bag was abuse? Do you love me? Do you play about me? No, so all the little boy-head ass girls in my inbox, my son would never, ever, ever talk to y'all. Y'all are very disrespectful. And you think my son gonna talk to y'all little nappy head wenches? No. No, because he don't play about his mama. But we nip that in the bud. I don't beat his ass for shit I should have beat his ass for.
Yeah, don't play about my mama. I snapped on a whole grown man about my mama.
Don't play. While y'all so concerned about him, I got him. I'm going to make sure that he make it to 18, and I don't give a fuck about how none of y'all feel about it. Don't always talk about
Make it to 18. That's the most shit that's wrong with us. Make it to 18. Hey, you gonna be visiting that nigga in prison. Let's say what it is. A lot of y'all is gonna be visiting them niggas in prison.
your type in. Don't always rib you for one.
Yes.
I rib him every day.
She ridicules
We joke
him.
around, and it's crazy that
She ridicules him. She just said, don't I ridicule you every day? Don't I belittle you every day? Don't I make you feel like less than a man every day? The fuck you mean? Look at the psychology behind this shit. People talking about they understand her. Then I feel sorry. I ain't even gonna say it because I love y'all, but woo, Lord.
none of y'all really know me, because the people that really know me would have strolled down and seen that this is the child that you see in all my motherfucking TikToks. So I can't be that horrible fucking mom if his light-skinned ass wanted.
Yeah, bitch, you had him on your TikTok. First off, maybe you shouldn't have had him when you was 14. That's the first thing right there. Maybe that's the first thing. Maybe you shouldn't have had him when you was 12. You know what I mean? Because it seemed like y'all the same motherfucking age. It seemed like you his big sister, not his mama. The fuck you mean? Let me go. You know what I mean? Because I can't understand how y'all condone that and beating your kids and all that. People talk to me like I didn't grow up and like I don't have kids. My oldest son just turned, 23, 24? You know what I'm saying? And there's 2 more under him, and then I got some little ones. You know what I mean? So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's the problem. You got women trying to tell men how to raise boys. Stop it. Stop it. Show me a success story first. Show me a millionaire or at least 100,000 there first. Cause I ain't telling nobody how to do shit. I'm just pointing out what the fuck is wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's it. There's problems. We all got problems. I ain't perfect. Shit, my son's some shit right now, but they knew better. I bet you, if you ask them, did daddy tell you about this shit? They gonna say, yeah, he sat me down and gave me the game. Talk to him for hours every time I see him. You know what I'm saying? Try to give him the game. If you're gonna be out here, know how to be out here. But don't be out here. But if you're gonna be out here, you need to know how to be out here. You did. But no felonies, no jail time, legal gun carriers. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't had to beat them. I don't beat my kids now. I don't believe in that slave ass shit. That's what's wrong with you. Nobody never thought that whoopings could be a problem. Way to go. Teach me how to deal with all my issues with violence. You know what I'm saying? No, I feel you, Mila. I feel you. But you're right. It was her delivery. It was the delivery. You know what I mean? I believe she loved the boy. She cared about the boy. I'm not saying that. But to get on there, I couldn't, man, I'm so glad can't nobody pull up no videos of my mama twerking. My mama coming to school with half her ass out or tight ass pants and all of my little friends hard looking at my mama and shit and could go and subscribe to my mama OnlyFans and all that shit. I guess that's not the problem, huh? And women would rather break up the home before they admit something wrong with them. That's a problem too. It's easy, man, leave, bam. Now, let's go on to the baby. Why are we talking about that? Now, I put all the videos together. So we go kick this shit off. Because I know y'all got some comments about this, because I feel like they giving the baby a bad rap. It's like the woman feel like she should be able to do whatever the fuck she wants to a man. Some of y'all know y'all didn't grow up in 2-parent homes. You did not grow up seeing your mama loving your daddy and your daddy loving your mama. So you getting all these fucking ideas from TV and movies and R&B songs, and you're pushing them on men You know what I'm saying? And you feel like no matter what that bitch was in there doing, he was supposed to take it. He was supposed to let her run around his house that he paid for like she run the motherfucker. Would you do that? Switch the roles. What if that was him doing that to her? He'd still be a weak-ass motherfucker, wouldn't he? So I'd rather be the weak-ass motherfucker that stood on my shit and put that bitch the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? If she want to act up, you got to go.
The fucking baby called the fucking cops on me. Look at this shit. He wants me to get out of his house. Go ahead.
Let's just
go ahead, baby. Tell him. Tell him. Where's this stupid ass nigga at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Yeah, whatever. He want to call the fucking cops on me for whatever the fuck reason. Whatever. Stupid ass. My 3-month-old baby. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Fucking bitch ass nigga.
You want to just tell me your side of what's going on?
No, I don't need to tell you nothing.
Well, I'd like to know.
Nah, you good. You can talk to him because he want to call you guys. Go ahead. Go ahead.
About everybody, so.
Nah, go ahead. Ain't nobody need to talk to nothing. Go ahead.
You can talk to him.
Go ahead.
He wanna call you guys.
Yeah, whatever. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass. Bitch ass. It's all good. It's all good. I ain't never addressed no shit. I ain't never addressed nothing before because I always was like, nah, let me not talk to the internet because the internet is always gonna make their own story up, whatever the fuck. They gonna grab a little piece and put whatever story the fuck they want together. But nah.
Now see, first off, they was dragging him for going to the internet. She went to the internet. I'm saying if a woman is, look, now he outside. God. Okay, hold on, man. I lost my train of thought. Let me go over this though.
How I've been living here for the past 3 months at his house, at his penthouse, back and forth, here and there, since my baby was born. And then all of a sudden, I cook for this nigga tonight. He want to come to the crib. I am sleeping in his bed, talking about, you need to go. The fuck? You mean I need to go to a 5-star hotel, do it? The fuck? Ain't nobody fucking leaving. And of course shit escalated. And this nigga want to put up a statement talking about, oh, it saddens me that I have a queen to raise. Fuck you. You ain't even been here this whole fucking time that I've had this child. Fuck you. You want to give cute little conversations talking about you a good ass dad. Fuck you. Fuck you. You a fucking coward. You a fucking coward. You a motherfucking coward. God damn, bro. And it's unfortunate this shit's on the fucking internet because, oh, okay, you're the idiot.
Now see, look.
And shout out, not my.
Let me go back. Why is it always on the men? Why is it always on the man? Huh? It's all his fault. He shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. And this a singer, Mila. This ain't no. This daddy, at least he got music out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he wasn't putting the baby out. See, people go to the extremes. You know what I mean? They go to the extreme. He putting his baby out. He tell the baby, get the fuck out. I'm sure if she was like, I get out, can my baby stay here? Be like, hell yeah. You know a woman ain't going nowhere without her baby. She don't care if she got to sleep under a car. Some of them bitches is like that. You done seen it. You know what I mean? They'll make you think that the daddy ain't doing shit or the daddy won't do nothing. That's what they do. Take it from a man's point of view, that's what the fuck they do. Paint the picture. You got bitches that want to be the victim. They make themselves the victim. They love being the victim. They love people saying, oh, look at poor Danny Lee. We love you. When your album come out? I bet you this bitch dropped something. Fuck you mean?
And it's unfortunate this shit's on the fucking internet because, oh, okay, You're the it.
And Shawty is not my girl. Ain't never been my girl. Is my side bitch.
It's your what?
My
It's
side
your
bitch.
what?
Shawty is a certified side bitch.
Oh, certified side bitch.
Fucking embarrassing me like that.
Shawty is a certified side
Shut
bitch.
up.
Just trying to act like she ain't. No, let's take it there. Her parents know she my side bitch. Everybody knows she's a side bitch. She don't want y'all to know she's a side bitch. She got to save her face. She got to crash all the way out. Call them folks. Save me. Help. You see how Shawty went storming off when that truth came out. Listen, so let me finish telling y'all what I'm telling y'all.
We need to share. Y'all help me share this, because I can't share nothing.
It's me with all that. I'm not going. I had to show y'all I'm not going. Shawty crazy. I'm not gonna be the one to daddy first, celebrity after. If all that bullshit y'all was hearing was what it was, my baby wouldn't be right here in my arms. Cooler. Y'all take care of them kids the way I'm gonna take care of my kids.
Now there you got
And the Shawty family that's trying to chime in and speak on the situation. Y'all don't even know her. She don't know y'all either. She ain't never seen y'all a day in her life. Shawty mama, you ain't even met your grandbaby yet. Long story short, you make them kids deal with what come with it, handle them kids. You got in the bed, lay in it, and deal with what come with it. But don't let nobody play with your character, man, and damage your integrity as a father out here. Don't let nobody play real life games. You know what I'm saying? For a fake world. Like, that ain't what I do. You know what I mean? I'm an entertainer, I rap, I do what I do, but when it comes to like parenting, like I don't wish to mix the two. The only reason why the world know I got kids because I adore my kids, you get what I'm saying? And I can't help but to show somebody my kids I really love and adore my kids. I'm really that type of father, on and off the internet, you get what I'm saying? Ain't nothing about no kids with me for the internet. That's not the case on the other end. You see what I'm saying? So,
hold on, me.
Long story.
I just seen your comment, and I want to respond to that because I seen comments like it. And you say, why you don't flaunt a side bitch? Okay, listen, it's different in their situation because they were entertainers. He wasn't flaunting her. He was doing music and shit with her, helping her with her image and shit like that. I didn't know they was fucking. You know what I'm saying? So two people could be working together and they could be fucking and the public don't know it. And that's why he like, that's my side bitch. Like, this bitch know I'm with this bitch, but me and this bitch, even though we was doing business, we was fucking too. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a deal like that. You know, when you famous, that's just like, yeah, everybody thought Ashanti and Ja Rule was fucking, but it was goddammit Herb Gotti and Ashanti was fucking. You know what I mean? She was his side bitch because I think he was married at the time, so she was his side bitch. But if you see them together, you thinking that's just the CEO with his artists. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. You know what I mean? To me.
You make that bed, lay in it, nigga. Lay in it. You may have to go through some shit like this, but stand up in it and go through it and still take care of them kids.
And you know what, Mila? People don't like Dababy because it's the cockiness and the brashness, but a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? Some people are intimidated by that because they're not used to that. You're not used to seeing, think about it, you're not really used to seeing as a whole black men acting like they own the world. You're not used to seeing that. You used to them being humble. I say that humble shit is what people tell you to be because they don't want you flaunting your accomplishments and shit in their face. You know what I'm saying? So they say shit to you like be humble or whatever. I feel like you supposed to be whoever the fuck you supposed to be. If you a person that brag and all that, that's you. We try to make people to where we can deal with them. You ever thought of that? Now I just dropped some game on you. We try to make people to where we can tolerate them. I don't want you to be like that. Or if you this way, I don't like you. There's people never met me, don't like me. Just because of how I speak, or they see something on Facebook or a video and how I feel like I'm such a man and everybody's, you know what I'm saying, I'm above everybody or whatever. What the fuck I'm supposed to think? They say, you think you better than everybody. Let me ask y'all, what is you supposed to think? I think that's why they don't like that, because they see he an alpha male. He out there, he in your face, he talking shit. It's easy not to like him. I know it, it's easy. But, you know what I mean? I had no problem with it. Let's go.
I'm gone, love. Right back to work.
So this is what you want to do.
Hold on. Now, to update you, this is her brother. The brother made a video. He got in the mix. He's defending his sister's honor. I get that. Here's his part.
This way you want to take it. This crazy. This nigga want to call the cops on my sis. This nigga want to disrespect my sister online for the world to see. Disrespect my...
One thing, there was a rapper here, called the police on the chick and then tried to drag him for it. And I think that is so much bullshit, because you motherfucking women are the #1 911 callers in the motherfucking world. You will call 911 and a man jump on you. You already have it pressed in your phone. All you gotta do is hit send. You wish he'd get in your face and grab you by your throat. You like, nigga, you going to jail. So they can call the police all the time. But if you call them, all of a sudden it's a bad thing. Oh, he called the police. So what was he supposed to do? Knock her out? Then she gonna call the police. Come on, man. I'm not being in these no-win situations. Straight up.
My family, you know what I'm saying? This don't even got nothing to do with my sister no more, bro. This got to do with me and you. You feel me? Because you Mr. Tough Guy over here beating up bitches, knocking little guys out here and there. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to do that to me, first off. So this is what we're going to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the hospital right now. I got in a car accident. I got a fucked up neck. I still beat your ass with my neck like this, bro. On God. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're going to do. When you come to the West Coast, bro, which I know you be out here, we going to catch this one-on-one fade, bro. You know what I'm saying? One-on-one fade to see what happens between me and you. I want to see how much of a gangster you are, how much of a real man you are. You know what I'm saying? We could do that. We could catch this.
Now, she got charged with simple assault. And she said she left. She's safe, and thank y'all for the support. Just to keep you updated.
Kato on the track,
yeah.
Big subwoofer in the back, like what's up, blow the windows up.
But yeah, then the brother. Oh, Lord. Listen here, man. I don't know if he hit her. She never said he hit me. Cops was there. So I don't know what bitches he talking about getting beat up. Thank you, John. Hey, dog. But I don't be in my sister's relationships and shit like that.
For what?
I'm not gonna do it. You know, because you know what'll happen? We forget the baby is an international star now. So you know what could happen, what's gonna happen, even if he wasn't. But I'm just saying that intensifies it. Some time could go past. Remember, they got a baby together. He can call and say, you know what, baby, you ain't have to go like that, baby. No, but you be tripping. Oh, come on, baby. Do. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he hitting that ass. You done either got beat up or went to jail for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna be, come on, they got a baby. I ain't getting involved in that shit. My sister, she with a guy, they had problems. Look, call me when you're ready to leave.
Man, even if she didn't have a baby, I ain't getting in that.
Yeah,
shit.
I ain't got time.
I tell everybody, hey, 911 is faster to call than me.
Wait, what she say? He hugged up with her Yeah, he was hugged up with Makin till she got mad at him. Everybody thought they was fucking. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Elton John, Elton John fuck with Young Thug like a motherfucker too. Elton John is a music guy. I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. Lil Nasty X, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. He done chilled out here since they talk about he might not be gay. Hey, he fought the rave and ran with it because he did come out too gay. He came out flamboyant as a bitch. I was like, bro, you could be conservatively gay. You ain't got to be all out the window with it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, they're like, you can put on a Dickie suit and shit and be gay and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be all out there. Now look, we gonna get into some real news. We done got into all that ratchet shit. You know what I'm saying? We got some real shit coming up. Let me get you situated. Let's go.
Every day,
Sheriff's Office.
Sergeant William Brown and his deputies with the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office
This is the most dangerous assignment in law enforcement.
enforce evictions.
The majority of the individuals that they're evicting, they're asleep, maybe restless, upset about them knocking at the door.
On this morning,
Sheriff's Office, anyone here announce yourself?
Deputies removed 2 people
You gotta get up and go.
living in squalor.
These are squatters. They have no purpose of being here at all.
once they cleared the house of people and pets, deputies posted notice, then moved on.
Hey, you's a bold motherfucker to be squatting in somebody's house and bring a pet. You's a bold. You gonna bring a dog? You got a cat and shit and a parrot and shit. What? You don't even. This ain't even your shit.
They read the wrong state laws.
Oh Lord Jesus! Hey, and then the nerve of you when you hear that knock on the door, you know who it is. The nerve of you to be acting like you mad and shit.
Hey, why you at no point?
Yeah, I'd already been gone. I don't want to hear the knock. That knock means you been there a day too long, motherfucker. Straight up. You been there one day too long when you hear that knock, goddammit. And you see they pulling out weapons and everything. They don't know who in there, what you gonna do. I even get that part. I'm sorry, I get that. We don't know what you gonna do. You in there living in somebody else's house. Shit, you know what I mean? You might be dangerous. Might be a meth lab or anything in that motherfucker.
Brown says they're oftentimes doing this more than 45 times a day, with the landlord usually watching nearby.
It's been almost a year and a month and I haven't collected any money, so I'm close to losing this.
As 12 News followed along, many owners said once evictions were banned,
Hey, coming in.
tenants ignored them.
She said that she was out of work and couldn't pay. She applied for assistance.
He says his tenant did not actually apply for aid and is 7 months behind.
How much in the hole are you for rent right now?
For this particular tenant, nearly $8,000.
Brown's team gave the tenant an hour to get her stuff and go.
This is a prime example of greedy landlords.
She says her landlord is wrong.
It's good landlords and it's landlords that don't care. They care about money too much. You hear me?
When is the last time you paid rent, Patricia?
Oh, I just gave him a payment actually 2 months ago.
In August, the Supreme Court overturned the federal eviction moratorium in place since the start of the pandemic. While the number of evictions filed by...
That took me to the flow right there.
She said 2 months ago they worry about money too much.
They worry about money too much. You should just be able to stand by shit for as long as you can and not pay rent. Guess what? You can stay forever if you pay me. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to let you stay for free. It's jobs. It's people, companies out here begging for people to come work. Offering incentives and everything. And you slaying up in here and not paying, bitch, get out my shit. The fuck you mean?
Property owners statewide has shut up. The number actually being performed is still low compared to years past. In Milwaukee County, Sergeant Brown says prior to the pandemic, annually, his team performed more than 4,000 evictions. So far in 2021, they've carried out fewer than 2,000. Over in Racine County, deputies have fewer than 10 evictions a week.
Sheriff's Office.
Compared to before the pandemic, we're barely doing any. It's a lot less than before.
For owners, different place, same problem.
I've been here plenty of times and called She doesn't answer the phone. She doesn't answer the door.
There is help available if people need it. Organizations like Community Advocates and the Social Development Commission in Milwaukee combined have given out about $75 million to thousands in need. Though officials say the money doesn't entirely fix the problem, and wait times can be long.
Did you get a huge influx of people coming in once the pandemic started?
Oh, yes. The first month, we had almost 20,000 people on our waiting list.
The situations we saw, landlords say their tenants never even tried.
At this Brown Deer apartment complex, a tenant reportedly 20 months behind on rent wouldn't accept help. Apparently,
Sheriff's office, anybody here?
Wouldn't clean either.
Her bed was covered with trash. The bathroom was covered with trash.
Brown, a 31-year MCSO veteran, says he understands the moratorium helped people in a tough spot.
It's not where I want to be. I would love it where we wouldn't have to do any evictions at all.
But admits once a temporary ban was lifted, evictions simply started up right where they left off. What do you think needs to happen to bring these eviction numbers down?
It's very critical that we have sustainable employment for affordable housing. That will solve all of these problems that we have.
A systemic problem, not fixable with temporary solutions. In Milwaukee County, Caroline Reinwald, WISN 12 News.
Get out these folks'
There are
house.
financial resources
Look, here you
available
go.
for both renters and property owners. We will post links in this story on WISN.com.
Hey, did y'all know that the slave owners got reparations when they ended slavery?
Oh.
Just in case you didn't, I just told you. Now this is something I was supposed to show yesterday.
Meanwhile, Mayor-elect Eric Adams has promised to be tough on crime when he takes office, in part by bringing back some controversial police tactics.
But after a recent meeting with Adams, Black Lives Matter activists threatened riots and bloodshed if he follows through. Fox 5's Kayla Malik is live in downtown Brooklyn with more details. It's pretty incredible to hear a group saying those two words to the incoming mayor.
Yeah, absolutely, Bianca. It's rattled a whole lot of people. Now, keep in mind, this meeting also marks the first time Black Lives Matter of Greater New York leaders has ever sat down with an incoming or sitting mayor. Eric Adams seems...
Oh, man. This motherfucker.
A new warehouse for our 10th year, partnering with Hunger Task Force. Let's bring in Sherry Tussler to give us some insight about this year's event. It is all virtual, and we've got some of the essentials for the virtual event this year.
We surely do. We've got a turkey that's $15, and if people donate one online, it's going to be matched by Zern. If they want to give the entire holiday meal, that's $125, or they can give an individual item. Maybe they're that guy who likes the green bean casserole.
And you mentioned a difference that we saw with the need last year compared to this year during the pandemic.
Yes, we actually saw a decrease in overall demand for emergency food because people got food share and they got it in record numbers. We are seeing an increase coming in the near future with the emergency allotments ending. So we're asking people to be generous and make sure that people have a great Thanksgiving.
All right, we did want to mention 3 people who have already donated: Ruth Ann, Sue, and David, as well as Michael. 4 people, total $325. But we also wanted to show our commitment to this project and donate this $1,000 check to the Hunger Task Force to get everything kicked off this year. So, Sherry, we want to thank you all for partnering with us again. And the one thing you would say to folks to convince them to donate?
Go online right now. Don't even give it a moment's thought. Go ahead and be generous.
Go ahead and be generous. Everything on our website right now at WISN.com.
Right. Now, do you know this guy coming up? Let me see. It's about to come up.
All right, well, good morning, Wisconsin. State Representative David Bowen Monday becoming the 3rd Democrat running for lieutenant governor.
Is a primary good for the Democratic Party?
It's good for democracy. Bowen running alongside State Senator Lena Taylor and State Representative Sarah Rodriguez. Bowen saying the tipping point was his activism and protesting the past year and a half. As tonight, Governor Tony Evers has put the National Guard on standby ahead of a verdict in the Kyle Shittenhouse case.
Was that a good idea on the governor's part to get in front of that, and do you back that?
I think one of the things the governor can have use of is a voice like mine directly next to him when he's making really important decisions like this. The safety of all Wisconsinites is the utmost
priority.
The Democratic primary is next August. The winner will join Governor Evers on the ticket in November. In Shorewood, I'm Matt Smith, WISN 12 News.
And the winner of the primary will then be on the ticket with Governor Evers. Current Democratic Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes will not be on the ticket. He is running for Senate.
All right, y'all heard it here.
As attorneys in the Kyle Shittenhouse trial made their final arguments inside the courtroom, outside, protesters argued their own sides.
We're going to stamp out racism. We're going to fight the systemic racism. We're going to undo this.
Going on right now isn't even about racism.
It is about racism.
White people.
Dozens gathered on the courthouse steps Monday, airing their grievances.
The cops should have been out of their vehicles protecting our city, not letting Kyle do it.
Among the Rittenhouse supporters, Mark and Patricia McCloskey, the Missouri couple who made headlines last summer when they brandished their guns at protesters outside their home. Do you think you and your wife being here might be furthering tensions between you and the other side?
Well, I hope not. I think we're here just as ordinary citizens to support a fellow citizen. We're not carrying signs. We're not screaming anything.
On the other side, Justin Blake, Jacob Blake's uncle, has been outside with supporters every day of the trial. Seen people arguing back and forth. Have you gotten involved at all?
Nobody's drawn any weapons. That's right. No one has drawn any weapons. There's been no physical violence. As a matter of fact, there's been more time given to being civil. We may disagree. We may have juxtaposed positions, but we don't resort to violence.
Protesters on both sides say that they will continue to show up outside the courthouse until a verdict is reached. Patrick.
And it's quiet here tonight. Caroline Reinwald reporting live in Kenosha.
All right. Now look, check out this next video. Tell me what you think of this.
I'ma die for all my dead homies. Nobody really know how he feels. I always thought that you would be here. Why do I always question God, but I never pray? I think about you, I end up crying on my best days. Trying to convince me it get better. Nah. I'd be lying if I didn't say I really miss my dog. It's so much of pain and always feel like I'm giving up. It ain't the same no more. Just brought me anger. I'm falling by angels, and I got some dying love. Soon as I got rich, soon as I got famous. Why did you leave if you was here? How would it be? Oh, I'm protected by these ghetto angels. Oh, I'm protected by the hood gangsters. When the streets don't show you love, that feeling.
Now.
Hey, that's kind of dope, man.
Now, what y'all think that's going? My thing is, y'all think that's gonna become a thing?
Now it is.
You know, yeah. Once they see it, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, think about it. They've been doing all type of different extravagant funerals. You know what I mean? For a while. Remember the Cadillac and the motorcycle and all that. You know what I mean?
I said I want to be sat up, and I want to have a stripper funeral. And I want everybody that's grieving and stuff to be able to get a lap dance while they, grieving. You can be crying, getting a lap dance at the same motherfucking time. And I want to be up there getting a lap dance, and then I want to go to the repast. I want them to set me behind the controller like I'm still DJing and shit, and have me up there with the headphones on. Then I want to go to the after set, then take me and cremate me, then smoke me. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I want to go out. You know what I'm saying? I want stripper funeral though. I don't care. Y'all have to grant. Don't they got to grant the wish of the dead?
They supposed to, but you know how families do.
Mm-hmm. I want it going down. You know what I'm saying? They should have given it to the baby. Man, but why the baby mama? Why not the mama, Mila? She talking about the baby mama. Because of the baby, you think they ain't gave this baby some money? If they did that, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, smoke me. I'm good. Shit. I'm straight OG. What you talking about? You know what I mean? Shit. Hold on. I had some more shit.
Damn, listen. John.
What did he say?
What the hell? Juan said he going to your funeral.
God damn.
John, like, I'm going to have to smoke to work OG before it's time.
You go, for the funeral?
Yeah, he trying to rush
I hope you don't get banned. You better change some of the words. Now look, check this out, man. I want y'all, I got to educate y'all, and I want y'all to know about some of y'all presidents and shit. Check this shit out.
Welcome to Cool Talk and Grover Cleveland in my presidential series.
There was a different
What is Grover Cleveland known for? Well, he's the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms, and he's the only president to marry in the White House. But what else? Well, let's talk about it. He was born in 1837 in Caldwell, New Jersey. His father was a Presbyterian minister, and Cleveland said that was a strengthening influence in his life. He became a lawyer, got drafted to go to the Civil War, but instead he paid a Polish immigrant $150 to take his place. Cleveland said because his father had died that he had to take care of his mother and his sisters. When his good friend and law partner, Oscar Folsom, had a baby, Cleveland gave him a baby carriage. Little girl's name is Frances. More about her later.
Oh, I thought that was their
Cleveland became sheriff of Erie County in the 1870s. He got paid $20,000 a year, which is about $400,000 a year in today's currency. Pretty good. Unfortunately, it also meant hanging convicted criminals. This kind of went against his Presbyterian sensibilities, but he would do it himself. He wouldn't have somebody else do the hanging for him, to his credit. Around this time, he met a young woman named Maria Halpin, and he probably wished he hadn't. Grover had an affair with Miss Halpin, and she gave birth to a baby boy. But Grover said he doubted that he was the father. So what happened? Here's where things get confusing. Republicans later said that Ms. Halpin was a chaste woman that Grover Cleveland forced himself into her boarding house, forced himself on her, threatened her with silence. But when she came by weeks later, revealing her pregnancy, he paid for child support. Grover said that the sex was consensual and that Ms. Halpin was involved with other men.
He raped her. That's why I said I had another video, you know what I'm saying, that was better than this one. But long story short, he raped her.
So, what do we know? We do know they went to dinner and later ended up in her boarding house. Was it consensual sex, rape, or date rape? There's a story that she was involved with 3 other men, one of them being Oscar Folsom. That is Grover Cleveland's good friend and law partner. She actually named the baby Oscar Folsom Halpin. So maybe it is Oscar's son, and Grover Cleveland was just covering for him. We don't know. But anyway, the boy was sent off for adoption, and Maria Halpin was actually institutionalized for insanity and alcoholism. She was later released. Why would Cleveland pay child support if the child was not his? This raises a lot of questions, and of course it was scandalous, especially at the time. We do know that later on he did pay $500 for Maria Halpin to basically go away. So she moved away, what can I say? Cleveland became mayor of Buffalo, New York, where he vetoed any projects that he considered wasteful. He later became governor, and he vetoed any projects that he considered wasteful. Then he decided to run for president. Mayor, governor, president in 2 years? Could he do it? If he did, he'd become the first Democrat in over 30 years. And yes, a lot of you are thinking, what about Andrew Johnson? Well, Andrew Johnson didn't run as a Democrat when he was on the ticket with Lincoln. Cleveland ran for president against James Blaine. That was a Republican candidate. It was a dirty campaign, and the story of Cleveland's illegitimate child with Ms. Maria Halpin came out. Cleveland's staff asked, what should we do? And he said, tell the truth. Nevertheless, it hit the newspapers all over the place, and the Democrats unfortunately attacked Ms. Halpin's character, a very sad consequence of all of this. Later on, Ms. Halpin would remarry. She died at about 66 years old. What about the baby boy? Well, he grew up, changed his name to James Knight, became a doctor, and died around 1940, in the 1940s at least. Remember how Oscar Folsom had a baby girl named Frances, and how Grover Cleveland gave a baby carriage to her? Well, when Oscar Folsom died, Frances Folsom was about 10 years old, and Grover Cleveland became her guardian. When Cleveland became president, she was in college, and Cleveland began courting her. Everyone thought he was courting her mother, until Cleveland married her in the White House. He was 49 years old, and she was 21, the only president to get married in the White House. Now, President Cleveland, the previous veto mayor and veto governor, became the veto president. He vetoed more acts and proposals than all 21 presidents before him combined. He hated waste. When a Disability Act was put forth to help Civil War veterans who are now getting older, he vetoed it. He said many of those disabilities came from after the war, from accidents. This was true, but the veterans who did legitimately get disabled during the war paid the price, and they were angry, especially since Grover Cleveland never fought in the Civil War. When there was a drought in Texas, and Congress proposed buying $10,000 of grain to give to the farmers, Grover Cleveland vetoed this too, saying it was not the government's duty to protect the people, that it would lead to victim mentality. He said that while the people had to be there for the government did not have to be there for the people. He was the first Democrat president in a long time, but he refused to fire the Republican federal employees from Chester Arthur's administration. He said if they were doing a good job, let them continue doing so. Democrats were angry since they expected him to clean house and hire them. To appease them, he did hire a few. He said he felt bad over the mistreatment of the Chinese during Chester Arthur's day, but that the Chinese had refused to assimilate. So, laws were enforced keeping any Chinese who had left the United States to not return. He did not send any officers to the South to assist blacks in upholding their civil rights. Neither did he hire any blacks for any federal jobs, even though he did keep Representative Frederick Douglass in his position as Recorder of Deeds. He wanted to assimilate Native Americans into white society and out of tribal government. When whites were encroaching on the land, 4 million acres belonging to the Crow Creek Indians, he sent troops to enforce the treaties, investigate, and protect the Indians. Many people believed in using silver as currency because silver costs less. Cleveland believed in upholding the gold standard. He also believed in lowering tariffs, just as Chester Arthur did, but he wanted to lower them even.
Yeah, this one was a little different, but Grover Cleveland was a rapist. He ended up marrying the girl he knew as a baby. Gave her a baby carriage when she was born, then he ended up marrying her. But and this one, they kind of lied. He was in office. Well, he was in office when he committed that rape. He wasn't the president, but he was in office, and he made it up to president, man. And remember, Democrat and Republican was switched around,
vice versa
back then. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he was with the Klan. You see, he kept on Frederick Douglass, but he ain't send no police. They say he ain't send no police to help black motherfuckers or nothing, and he ain't help them enforce. It was like whatever rights they had. If a motherfucker violated them, then that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just to give you a little history on some of the presidents here. So, all right, we come to the end, y'all, of another dope show. I got even more new music. I was up late last night putting it in. So, y'all come on over to the FM side. Thank you. If you could share it. We come on and listen to this dope music I be putting together for y'all, man. I be really putting this shit together for y'all and making sure that it's tight. Let me flip the cameras around so you can see Sire one last time. Before we go, if you don't come over to the FM side, remember we are 102.5 FM The Pulse. You can watch the videos. We're on radio. You can watch at 102.5 MKE.com. You did.
Remember Friday the 19th, Media Day, Kickback, Highbury Lounge, 2322 South Connecticut. Y'all come join us. Exclusive deals and offers for businesses, advertisement, prizes, specials, and you gotta be in the building.